Hi everyone, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to sit down and talk to you about a recent trip I made to Round Top. The Round Top Antique Show is what it's called. We actually live an hour and a half away and I've never been before. Garrett had an off day. I didn't even know that it was running, or it comes twice a year. I had no idea that it was happening. I just saw it online and we went on a whim. So it was my first time going. I got a little bit of footage for y'all, just some different things. If you're not familiar, I'll explain it just a little bit, but I also have a haul that I want to share with you, of course, and then how I've styled it. Alright, as I was just saying, we did go on a whim, so this wasn't a planned out day, and since it was my first time going, I wanted to kind of get a feel for everything and also just enjoy myself, so I didn't film the entire day or really plan to even make a video out of it, but as you'll see here, it's kind of like shopping at antique stores. As far as prices go, I think Round Top is a pretty well-known event, but if you don't know, it's a huge antique show that happens twice a year, in the spring and in the fall, and technically I think it's about 2 weeks long, but the main event that they advertise is called the Big Red Barn, and that's a week-long event that you have to pay to enter, and honestly y'all, it's kind of just like visiting a museum that you can purchase from if you're a billionaire. People come from all over the country to display and showcase these antiques and I guess hopefully sell them because that is how expensive the true antique things were. For instance, they had this 1700s hand-carved swan crib that was silk lined. It was beautiful and it was $75,000. So I did get a clip of that, which you will eventually see here, but I didn't really film inside the Red Barn for that reason. So I guess my advice would be to skip that part altogether and just hit the other spots along the road where prices are more reasonable. So we stopped at La Bahia, I think that's how you say it. That was our first stop. I loved it there. Kind of looks like a flea market set up on the side of the road. And then we drove all the way down the road to a place called Cole's Antique Show, which was pretty large, and I really loved that. They had a lot of really good vendors. We also stopped at Blue Hills, which is next door to the Red Barn, but even that was a little too ritzy for me. I would say my favorite part about this Round Top event is being able to see so many Victorian treasures in person. So items that I drool over inside of those catalogs that I have. Seeing those things in person is so fun to me because even at my own local antique stores, I don't see things like that often. Of course, the prices were way out of my budget. Like I said, it was still fun to see, so I think I will try to make it back out there for a day when it's back in the fall. I'm hoping they'll have vendors with vintage Christmas because I only saw one man selling Christmas stuff, and even then it wasn't really anything I would have brought home. I also went on a Thursday though, and the event ended that Sunday, so who knows what good stuff I missed out on by going later in the week. But all in all, I think it was a good day and I enjoyed visiting. Okay, I'm going to try to remember all the prices on these. I paid $6 for this really cool bud vase. Now look at all the different patina and colors on here. It has some copper, silver plate. I love the dark age here. I just thought this was really pretty. And for some reason, I think it would look so beautiful with a really hot pink like garden rose, just a single rose in here. Too bad I don't have a garden, but that's how I envision it. So who knows how I'll use it. There aren't any markings, but like I said, I just loved the patina. It is so pretty. Okay, I paid $10 for these. I think it was one of the first things that I purchased, so I think I was just kind of excited. But I do collect salt and pepper shakers. They're silver plate, so $10 is fine. They did come on this little tray, but I probably won't use that with these. I like to style my salt and pepper shakers inside my curved cabinet with my ironstone. And then y'all know I'm building a silver plate collection as well. The bottom does say made in Japan. Oh, it says made in occupied Japan. Doesn't that mean it's older than the mid-century? I'll have to look that up, but I just thought they were cute. I like the little shape of them. So $10, yes, a little high, but I think I would probably pay that at an antique store around here as well. All right, I found some little silverware pieces. I do collect these really pretty sugar shell spoons, and this one was gorgeous. I do not find these often anywhere. Thrifting, estate sales, antique stores. So I had to have this one. And I have a little creamer that I display these in, which I will show you after this. But I got that, and then this little chocolate spoon. Isn't it so pretty? I also have two other chocolate spoons, but they're not as durable and pretty as this one. Or I think it's a bonbon spoon. So I got both of these for $10. When I walked away, me and Garrett were like, are you kidding me? Because I had three, and she was like, $12. Because the bowl I was looking through, they were all $2. And then of course the ones I grabbed did not have prices on them. So I asked her how much, and she said $12 for all three. And I was like, okay. So I took one away, and I was like, how about these two? She goes, 10. I'm like, okay, fine. Because I really wanted this one, but I think $8 would have been a little more appropriate. And then I got this little baby spoon for $1. I think it's a baby spoon. It's brass, has a monogram on the end here, which I collect these as well. Again, I just display them in a little creamer. All right, y'all know I had to get some cabinet cards. I looked through some of these in the shopping clips. They were $2 each. And when it comes to specific cabinet cards that I collect, I like the fancy girls with like pretty things in their hair or hats on, or fancy outfits and jewelry. And then I really love when they have this oval shape like this. So I got this girl and then this girl. They both have giant bows in their hair. And then I also am always looking for men with fancy mustaches, like really long, curly, fancy mustaches. I don't have any yet, but those are something that I want to start collecting, and I know that those are sought after though, so I probably will have to pay a higher price if I ever find any. Look at this beautiful beaded collar. Definitely old. It says, let me read the tag, Specialty House Fashion Made in Japan. And I'm gonna put this around my mannequin's neck up in the bedroom. I think that's gorgeous. It was $4, so that's not a bad price at all. I paid $6 for this, but I love this. It's a little hook, a brass hook. It has some patina. I think that's called verdigris when it has the green on there. But I could just, put a little nail through here and then hang something from it. Actually, up in the bedroom, I have my mom's gunny sack just hanging on a thumbtack, I think. So I'm gonna switch this out for the thumbtack and make it even fancier. It's really dark and gloomy outside, so the lighting's a little crazy. I think it's about to start pouring, so I'm gonna hurry. Okay, they had some little salvage pieces like this. I think this would have been part of a drawer pull, but I loved it. I think it was $2, and I wanna kinda add it to something. I thought I would just hold on to it, and I don't know. It reminds me of the Victorian photo albums that I have. They have like cool little pieces like this on there. So maybe I can embellish something. I don't know, I just thought it was cool. I got this for $3, this little presentation box. It is a dark velvet blue, but this is what made me want it, this little latch on the front. I don't know if I would have purchased it if it didn't have that, but I just thought that was so pretty, definitely old. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I have another long presentation box that's a sage green. Maybe I'll just stack them. Okay, I got my first daguerreotype. I think that's what this is. This was $10. Isn't she so cute? And it still has the little tin, I think that's what this is, around the edge. A lot of times I'll find just the actual tin type. without the border. And then obviously she's missing her case, which that is what would have made it so much more money. But I think $10 is a good deal. I love it. All right, y'all, sorry for the lighting change. I had to turn on the ring light because the storm is here. But I only have a couple more things to show you. I got these in a little baggie together for $5, and I really just liked this pearl one. I'm not sure if these are hat pins or just stick pins or what they are, but I loved that giant pearl one. And then these are actually glass. They have like little birds, and I do like them. The pink and yellow is not really my thing, but I'll still just stick them in my cabinet upstairs, which is where a lot of these little things are gonna go. Y'all know I like to just hoard things up in that cabinet. Okay, and then the last 3 things I got from this man who had incredible things. He had tons and tons of bottles. I was hoping to find a Victorian hair tonic bottle, and I did, but it was red. I want like a black and white or blue. But anyways, he had tons of bottles and little tiny salvage pieces and vintage Christmas stuff. It was so fun to look through. So I paid $2 a piece for these cool little glass bottles that I'm gonna put in the bathroom on that little shelf. I know y'all are probably sick of seeing that shelf. Oops. And then this one has a fun kind of like metal coppery top, maybe for perfume. And then I also got this little tiny, it says free sample Raleigh's shaving cream. It's a little tin. So those will just be put in the cabinet, or I'm sorry, the shelf, which I will show you. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you around to the different spots that I'm gonna stick these things in. Okay, y'all, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed coming to Round Top with me and seeing everything that I brought home. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.